On January 5th, Mike Conlon, a Newton resident who suffered from mental health issues, walked into the Indulge candy store in Newton Highlands. He showed a worker a knife and then went to his own apartment where police came and shot him. The next day, defund Newton police organized a rally to show their anger towards the police's actions. Quickly, the protest turned hostile and violent, resulting in yelling and even a few fistfights.
Well, what about when they come in here? In our city, our community.
It's an intimidation that if you were on our side, you would have showed up here.
If you want the 6 feet,
showed up out here with your badges
not
on,
here.
with the numbers, with the respect, with the respect for the people. You don't have any respect for the people.
We reached out to the police for comment but got no response. However, the organizers from Defund NPD agreed to an interview.
We understand that Mike Conlon was simply having a mental health crisis and asking for help when he was unfortunately killed.
Newton's not like above everyone else. And until people understand that, I don't like to think of the fact that Mike is going to be the last person who could die at the hands of the police.
People didn't really seem to understand that a life was lost that day. And even if police followed all legal procedures, that still doesn't justify what happened, and that still doesn't make it right.
So many people know people who deal with mental health issues, or are people themselves who do. And to imagine that our only system of law enforcement and of security and of safety criminalizes something that is human and that so many people deal with is heartbreaking. He would be alive, this our neighbor who died. If people who knew how to deal with people undergoing crises were there instead of police, who attempted to de-escalate by shooting him with beanbag guns and tasers and then actually shooting him 6 times.
Police are supposed to be trained in a capacity in which they can defend themselves without using deadly force. I know a knife is not as dangerous as a gun.
While protesters gave speeches and sang songs, counter-protesters argued that the police did the right thing.
I served this department for almost 30 years. Retired almost 3 years ago. Until you work at the job that I did for 30 years, never know you're going to come home at night. You know, these people don't understand that. They think we just go out to kill people. That's not our intention. We just go out there and want to go home at night and see our families. So I'm here to support my brothers and sisters that I worked with over the years. But I saw on TV yesterday, I saw some officers coming out, they looked pretty upset. You didn't see no celebrations here from police officers yesterday.
This man's mental health safety net failed him. It was a tragic situation, and we should be united by our leaders, and instead they're advocating hate for the police without knowing the answers. So that's why I came down here today.
No matter where you stand, it's extremely important to voice your opinion and care about what happens within your community.
And I'm definitely excited to see so many young people out here because you all are the future. You need to continue this energy going into the next decade and the next decade after that, because unfortunately, I don't see these problems ending anytime soon.
From the West Newton Police Station, this is Andrew Hirschberg signing off.